Hey, what's up everybody? The April leaks are here, and in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know for the month of April. To kick things off, we're going to have our part 2 of Twisted Wonderland event, and this event is going to start on April 2nd and will end on April the 28th end of day. And they're going to split this up into two different parts, and this is pretty normal now at this point where they split the events up into two different parts. And you'll be able to play part 2 starting on April the 8th. And at the end of the month, we're going to get another sticker book event. For this sticker book event, you're only going to be able to play if you have the Tsums from the month of April. So let's get into it and take a look at the new Tsums for the month of April. So for the month of April, they're going to split it up into two different parts. We're going to get a total of 5 new Tsums. We're going to get the first 3 in the first lucky time. And for the second lucky time, we're going to get the next 2. And then finally at the very end, all 5 of the new Tsums will be available again for the last lucky time. In the first lucky time, we're going to get Idia Shroud, Schoenheit, and Malleus Draconia. These names are a little bit hard to pronounce, so if I pronounce them incorrectly, I apologize. So all 3 of these Tsums are going to be limited Tsums, and what that means is that they're going to go away after this month, and you won't be able to get them in the premium box. So if you want one of these Tsums, then you have to get them in this month or wait for them to come back in the selection box. But essentially, Idia Shroud, his ability is going to be a diagonal clear as well as a center clear. And for Schoenheit, his ability is going to be very consistent because it's going to clear random Tsums and it's always going to be the same amount. And as for Malleus Draconia, this is probably going to be the most popular new Tsums out of all 5, and that's likely because he's going to be the most efficient out of all the new Tsums that's going to be available. Essentially, his ability is going to function just like any of the Maleficent Tsum. It's going to generate new Tsums onto the screen that could be connected and also clear surrounding Tsums. One thing that's good about his ability is that they don't need to be next to one another to be connected during the ability time. So essentially, as long as you see all the Tsums on the screen, you just connect them all and it's going to clear a majority of the screen. I'm going to have game demonstrations for all of these new Tsums when they get released. And then for the second lucky time, we have the Dark Mirror as well as Dire Crowley. Now I haven't seen gameplays for the Dark Mirror yet, but it's likely going to be very similar. It's going to clear random Tsums, so it's going to be very consistent. As for Dire Crowley, it's going to start fever time. So if you don't have a Tsum that will start fever time right away, this might be a good opportunity for you to get one of these Tsums. Especially if you're struggling with those fever missions, Dire Crowley is going to really help you with that and get you through those difficult missions. But when it comes to coins, Dire Crowley and the Dark Mirror are not necessarily that amazing. And if you're really looking for a coin earner, you might want to actually wait for the selection boxes. Or you could try to level up your Malicious Draconia if you're able to get one copy. Now before I go any further into this video, if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I review Tsums, do monthly leaks, go over the selection boxes and the pickup capsule, or just want to support this channel in general, please consider subscribing because your subscription really helps me out a lot. I also created 2 different communities on the Line group as well as a Discord server. So if you're interested in chatting with other players who play this game or want to just be more involved with the game, consider scanning this QR code to join our Discord server. And also, we're hosting monthly events right now. So every single month we're going to try to do something new just for our community. And in the month of March, we held a contest where we asked members to try to use Eeyore to get a high combo. And here are the results. Coming in 3rd place, we have one of my moderators for the Discord server, Yumi Edogawa, with a total of 118 combos. Coming in 2nd place, we have Sari Tsum Tsum with 132 combos. And then finally, in 1st place, we have Junjump with a total of 159 combos. And Junjump was also a winner in the month of February as well, so congratulations on back-to-back month winning one of the top 3 positions. And if you guys have suggestions on which Tsum to use for the next contest, come over to our Discord server and let us know on what your thoughts are on which Tsum and what kind of contest you think will be fun for the community. Alright, so coming back to the leaks here, the first selection box, we're going to have a total of 12 Tsums, and nothing new here. Every selection box is always 12 Tsums. In this selection box though, there are some interesting characters that you want to pay attention to. So for this box, we have Evil Queen and Magic Mirror. This is going to be our pair Tsum. We have Cobra Jafar, Classic Maleficent, Diva Ursula, Scheming Pete, Gantu, Chernabog, Shere, Lady Tremaine, Mother Gothel, Hades, and Scar. Now, depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking for a good coin earner, you might want to try to get Evil Queen and Magic Mirror. They're going to be a pair soon. You're going to be able to earn upwards of 4,000 to the low 5,000 coins if you're playing with the 5-4 on and nothing else. And if you want a really easy Tsum to use, Gantu is another good one. Same with Classic Maleficent. Classic Maleficent is actually not easy to use, but does earn a decent amount of coins as well. So there are some good selection here in terms of getting a good coin earner. None of these Tsums are really that great for missions, but they're very easy to use at earning coins. My favorite probably out of all of these is going to be Scheming Pete, because he's a very easy Tsum to use and earns a decent amount of coins as well. So moving on to our second selection box. In this selection box, as you could tell, it's going to be Easter themed. And on the top of the list, we have Easter Daisy as well as Easter Clarice, and both of them are going to be charm Tsums. Then we have Strawberry Minnie, Pastel Mickey, Princess Ariel, Fairy Godmother, Periwinkle, Quasimodo, Hank, Wart, Finnick, and Land of the Dead Miguel. Now in this selection box, there are two Tsums in here that are good for bubble missions, and that's going to be Princess Ariel and Land of the Dead Miguel. And if you're looking for a coin earner, you're likely going to want Wart and also Easter Daisy, and this is going to be the charm Easter Daisy. So all of the rest of them are also okay, but they're not necessarily amazing. And in this selection box, those are probably going to be your top 3 there. Moving on to our first pickup capsule. This pickup capsule, we have 2 copies of Baseball Pooh, 2 copies of Dancing Genie, 2 copies of Kabuto Donald, 3 copies of Kristoff, 3 copies of Prince Philip, and 3 copies of Pinocchio. There are going to be 3 limited Tsums here. You have Baseball Pooh, Dancing Genie, and Kabuto Donald. All these 3 are actually really good Tsums to have. Baseball Pooh being the best one out of all of them, but there is some kind of timing mechanism for Baseball Pooh, so you will need to tap on the screen at the right moments, but it's actually not that hard. So out of these 6, I really like Baseball Pooh. And for the second pickup capsule, we have 2 copies of Prince Ali, 2 copies of Bo Peep, 2 copies of Parade Snow White, 3 copies of Remy, 3 copies of Cruz Ramirez, 3 copies of Lumineer. Now, I really like Bo Peep. I just really like her animation and her ability clear surrounding Tsums as well with the swing of her cane. Parade Snow White is really good for bubble missions, so this month we're going to get a lot of Tsums that's good for bubble missions. Cruz Ramirez is also good for coins as well. If you could get him to skill level 6, it's going to be very, very effective. So there are some good options in here. Remy's fun because you don't know what kind of abilities you're going to get. You have, I think, 3 different options for his ability. So you do have some fun Tsums in here. So out of both the pickup capsules, I find that the second one is probably the one that is more fun. Now, as always, if you have 450,000 coins saved up, then you should definitely try to clear the pickup capsule. And what I mean by clearing the pickup capsule, it means that getting all 15 of the available Tsums. By doing that, you're going to get the last prize, which is that skill ticket. And this skill ticket you cannot even buy with real money. So that's why I highly recommend you to get this skill ticket if you can, because it's really rare and you can't even buy with real money even if you wanted to. And here's a quick snapshot of all of the Tsums that's going to be available for the month of April. 2 things also to note is that we're going to have the heart sale starting probably around April the 8th or April the 9th. And that's going to last about 3 to 4 days. And same with the item sale. The item sale will take place towards the end of the month, and that generally is about 4 days as well. So that's likely going to start on April the 21st. So out of all of these Tsums, I really like the new Tsums that are coming out. But other than that, none of the other ones are super amazing. I think the one that you really want to get outside of the new Tsums is probably going to be Evil Queen and Magic Mirror, because it's a good coin earner. But other than that, all the other ones, you probably don't want to invest too much. I'm actually starting to prepare for the month of May already, because in the month of May, all of the Star Wars Tsums, well, not all of them, a lot of the Star Wars Tsums are going to come back in May. So if you are missing a lot of the Star Wars Tsums, then you might want to start saving up coins as well. So that way when May comes around and the Star Wars Tsums come back, and if you don't have Jedi Luke yet and you want to get a copy, then you definitely want to save up your coins. There's a really good chance that Jedi Luke is going to come back this May, so if you want to max out your Jedi Luke or even just get one copy of Jedi Luke, then you definitely want to save up your coins. Jedi Luke, if he does come back, it's going to end up in a selection box, so hopefully we get him in the month of May, so that way you guys can get at least one copy. So that's everything you need to know for the month of April, and I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining, and if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching.